Guys, we're rushing down to Watertown in Massachusetts to go pick up this pretty insane deal. I haven't seen a deal like this in a long time. I'll throw it up on the screen. Basically, it's one of those Thermaltake cases with the distro built in, which is like alone a $600 value or something crazy. A 3080 12 gig, a 14900K, and a really sweet Hero motherboard. I think it's like a Z790 Maximus Hero. Crazy board. All of it for $750 in today's date is like unheard of. So we're rushing down there to pick that up right now. So I just walked in my local Microcenter, so I'm recording with my phone. I just grabbed a 5090. There was like 3 of them sitting on the shelf. All right, guys, so that was super not expected. What's funny is I just paid off, so if you guys don't know, I sold my 4090 a little while ago to basically, I don't know, because the market was so crazy. So I did not expect this whole thing to happen. I basically just jumped in here. The PC that I'm going to pick up is literally right down the street, and I'm going to get that right now. He ended up changing time a little bit on me, and so I was like, oh, I'll go into Microcenter. And then my friend Min, that you guys know from the channel, he actually works just down the street, and that's why he's always like over here and like, you know, hunting GPUs, hunting parts and stuff. And yeah, so I just hit him up after because they had 3 left, and yeah, we ended up both scoring a 5090.
Oh, like he left this one.
Whoa, hello, sir. Yeah. Look at, he's got a 5090. Nice. So the reason why he was rushing down there so fast was because they only were gonna hold it for 20 minutes and the other one already sold.
Oh.
That was a solid purchase. Get it? Zotac, solid?
Yeah, so this
solid
is
joke. That was a solid joke. So I did a lot of blabbing here. So I gotta say 2 things here. First of all, it's ridiculous that we are both excited to be able to blow a bunch of money. And secondly, I don't even know if I'm going to be keeping this for the channel. I'm so unsure of it. I really don't even need a card like this, but it would be fun to do some benchmarking and some tests for you guys. That's just kind of my thoughts on it. I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Easy, to be honest. But anyways, let's go pick up the other PC right now. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay. Nice to meet you.
So the case is a Thermaltake, it's their distro case.
Yeah,
distro case 350. Mm-hmm. And I put that together.
There it is. Pretty sick. Got the 3080. I believe that's the 12 gig. And then we got a Maximus Hero Z790, 32 gigs of RAM, 14900K for 750 bucks. Not bad. When I say this thing is heavy, it's like a massive understatement. This might be the heaviest case because there is literally liquid going through the entire back panel here. And then this is all acrylic, and acrylic is, as many of you know, pretty heavy. So I'm gonna have to put the camera down to move this thing because it's really heavy. I'm not gonna lie, the green's kind of growing on me. It's pretty nice. All right, guys, I really don't know what to do, so I don't know if I should keep this. I really want to use the 14900K that's in here, but I'm like, this is a pretty cool chassis. Maybe I should use this chassis. It's right in the way when I'm walking up the stairs. All right, guys, let's just open it up. Who cares? I'm not making a big deal about it. It's not gonna be an unboxing or anything. Well, it is an unboxing, I guess. Make sure you guys always do DDU when you're doing a new GPU. I'm gonna say goodbye to the 2070 Super that's in there, which looks so good with the silver motherboard combination. I don't mind this new Zotac look if I do decide to keep this, but it is a different theme, that's for sure. So the reality of the situation is that I don't think people really care that much to see the 5090 at this time. Mostly people are mad about it. They're mad about the availability, the problems with these cards, the melting connectors. Like, I'm actually worried about that. I don't even know. I have a cable mod cable over there. It might work. I gotta really research it a little bit. All right, so we got RGB stuff sitting there. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. I actually think it looks pretty nice. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that gold. Feels, it's all metal. Oh wow, maybe that's why it's called solid. Here, let me show you guys a better view. Yeah, so it looks like they used a metal frame here. I don't know where the peel starts. Oh, right here. Ready? Let's go. Yeah, terrible peel. Got another one here.
So after I took out this beautiful 2070 Super, which I still love the design of, I could not fit this card in the case at all. It's just way too big, and so I had to resort to this weird wonky kind of vertical mount thing happening here. And then my wife comes in the room and she was like, I really love that acrylic case. She's into jewelry and she told me I should use it for the build. And I think if I'm going to listen to anybody, it's going to be my wife. Yeah.
We need to check the ROPs, the ROPs, the things that people really didn't care about until just recently. All right, so the first thing you have to do is obviously get your GeForce drivers, which I already did that already. And now we're gonna go, and I already have Tech Power Up GPU Z. I'll leave a link down below. Tons of videos on this already. And we're gonna see what we got. So we should have 176. Yep, so 176. As you can see right there. So that's the correct amount. That means our card is good.
Alright, so I'm struggling through emptying this water loop. Essentially, the only way to do this correctly is to open one side while having the other side drain, and it's really hard to do that when the entire thing is filled up with liquid. Also, I don't shout out huge creators that often, but shout out to Jay's 2 cents for teaching me this trick.
Oh, look at that. This thing is hanging just loose. So this is something I've never seen before. If you look at this, you can see that the text has like melted off. So if you look at the riser cable, you can see that the riser cable has that exact same melted, it's like print, like whatever they were using to print this on here, melted off somehow, probably from the heat from down here. And yeah, so just to let you guys know, if you ever have these riser cables, don't put them too close to the board like that. Damn, that is a super nice motherboard, as dirty as it is. This board alone, I think, was like $400 or $500 retail. I'll throw it up on the screen.
So normally I like to narrate everything, but I feel like if I spend all this time narrating all of the work I just did here, I'm basically swapping over CPUs, swapping all these water cooling parts, making new parts. I'm gonna have this video at like 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna blast through some of the basic teardown of my old PC and then get into building the new PC.
So if you guys know me, I'm pretty torn between aesthetics, but I really love this ASRock board. Even though this is a newer Z790, I'm still gonna stick with this in the system. This will be probably my test bench for a little while. It's a really nice board. Maybe a customer will want it eventually, so then it'll go to them. But as of right now, these are my combo. All right, guys, this is how far I've gotten. I got the fans, I got reverse blades on this side, and then the blades going this way on this side. These actually come with 2 different blades. This is a pain in the ass right here. Basically, you gotta get all these cables back here, squished up, and so it's gonna take a little bit of cable management. And if you do it too tight, you won't be able to close it. So yeah, next we're gonna put the board in.
Another thing that I didn't consider is this ASRock Aqua board actually is on that EATX half size. There's this like mid size between it where the board is actually hanging over the normal size motherboard. So I figured some really easy bends would make the whole process go faster, but I really wanted to challenge myself a little bit with this kind of funky double 90 weird situation here. And yeah, it looks pretty good. We're using the Primo Chill opaque gray fluid, and yep, let's jump to some B-roll.
All right, dude, we gotta tell him what happened to the PC. It exploded, right? everywhere, just like a huge bomb went off. Actually, kidding, of course. I'm making some changes. This is the basement. I wanted to make it more close to the case, or not the case, the motherboard. It's actually dry right now, I believe, so we're gonna take this up and put it in, and I'll show you the new GPU.
So you guys remember this guy, right? Running for dear life to get that 5090? Well, he really wanted to find me a Founders Edition because he knows I love Founders Edition cards, and he literally hunted one down for me. I thank you so much, man. You are legitimately the man.
All right, there it is, guys. So this is gonna be the final rendition of this build, I think. Let's turn it on real quick. And yeah, so I think the power supply basement looks much better in this silver theme. And of course the Founders Edition card looks really good. But yeah, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. That's it for this video. Sorry it was all over the place. See you guys next time. Bye.